We were, we were just laughing because I had said The Seventh Veil earlier, which is quite an un-Bergman-esque movie.
Oh, I
there is
like
such
very
a
much to
film.
see that you two are a little bit nervous.
Yes, I was. Now that I find you're human, I'm fine. I'll try not to say Ingrid Bergman now, and everything will work out nicely. Your first film was The Prison. I don't know if you called it The Prison. It's in
Yes,
English,
it's The Prison. It was not my first film, but it was my first film was on my own script. I have made a lot of films on other scripts before, and this
So it was the first Ingmar Bergman film,
yes,
even though you'd worked in film before.
Yes.
What should we know about that? Most people probably have not had a chance to see that.
Oh, it is a very bad picture.
Is it?
It's very bad, and you can understand. I think I was 26 years old or 27 years old, and I wanted to put everything in this picture that I hadn't the opportunity to put in the other pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a mess of of different things in it, but I think it's just one part of it that is good. A very, very small part, about 1 or 2 minutes of it.
We have that part. Is there any more that we should know about it before we see it?
It's
what should we look for?
It doesn't mean anything, for heaven's sake. It's not symbolic.
Right.
I think when I made it, it was very symbolic, but it is.
And the first time you ever saw a picture that moved was on a magic lantern machine?
It wasn't, but when I was 6 years old, I saw my first picture, and I still remember it. It was about a horse, and the name of the horse was Black Beauty.
Yes.
And I would like once in my life again, if it would be possible, just to see that picture. And I think perhaps it would be possible to get it. It would be extremely interesting to see it again.
You've never seen it since?
No. And I still remember a lot of scenes and just pictures, frames out of this picture. And that I remember it was such an enormous experience. So I was ill a week after I had seen the picture.
From emotion?
Yes, from emotion. I had fever, and I had to go to bed, and I cried, and it was an enormous sensation. And then it took 2 years before I saw the next picture. But in that time, my brother, to my enormous disappointment, get as Christmas present Latin America, a projection machine like this,
The magic lantern?
Yes, with small films.
A toy projector.
Yes. And
was he older?
He was 4 years older, and that was terrible. The whole Christmas was absolutely gaunt, and I was crying and I was unhappy. And then he was not interested at all in picture making, or in the movies. He was interested in seeing soldiers. So the same evening, I sold my whole army to him and got the projector. So we both were very happy, and then I think my career as a film director started at that moment.
I have a feeling that you see things much differently from other people, and that you probably see things much better and much more intensely, and that maybe you were actually born with something different in your senses. Maybe not, but when you describe something, when we talk about your senses, I'll get this question out in a minute. It's a question about drugs. A lot of people today take drugs because it intensifies their feeling, and one of the reasons they take them, they say, is, I want to see things the way an artist sees them. Have you ever been curious about drugs to see if they would make you see things differently because you are so interested in visual things?
No, I don't use a sleeping pill, and even less drugs, because it would scare me to death. Because it's enough as it is for me. It's more than enough for me. and that I have such a lot of impressions the whole time, and I have to computerize them the whole time, and and to put them into order. So I must be very careful with my impressions, and I think it's because of that I don't want to go abroad, because it's too much impressions always.
Yes, you've never been to America.
No.
And is there any chance that you will someday come to America?
I would like very much to come to America to sometimes to stay there shortly and to see if I could stay there and perhaps produce a play or something like that. And, because going around like a tourist, I think, is impossible. But to stay on the stage with actors and actresses, we are all of the same family. It could be a feeling of security, but that is far away. I don't know. We have no plans. They have asked me sometime to come over and to produce a play, but I don't know.
And you feel,
but that would be perhaps a good solution, because if I have a good secure job there, I can slowly take all the impressions into my mind.
And you'd have something to concentrate on.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You could have any actor in the world work for you. If you wanted to, I'm sure. I hear them all the time saying that they would go anywhere to be in your film or do 5 minutes in a movie of yours or something. And yet you make the movies with these people that we're familiar with and friends of yours. Some of them have been in almost all of your movies, it seems. Is there any particular reason why you don't want to take somebody else, some famous star? Or is there any great star that you would like to work with?
I tell you, we don't see people as stars.
Yes.
We see them as artists, as actors, and actresses, as human beings here in Sweden, because our basis is a repertory theater here in Sweden, and we don't we are not working with stardom and stars and so.
Let me rephrase that then. Have you ever sat at a movie and said, I would love to know that actor and use him in a film?
Yes, but that is because he's a marvelous, he or she is a marvelous and exceptional actor, and as now with Elliot Gould, he came here and he was as if he had played with us for years.
Yes.
From the first day, he understood the special atmosphere in our and self-discipline and sensitiveness.
Sensitivity?
Yes, sensitivity of our work.
Yeah.
And so he enjoyed it, and we worked. We played the game together. It was no problem.
And if you thought that would happen more often, now that you know that it's possible.
So to work, to work with Swedish actors or foreign actors, I think it's no problem. They have all the same situations, the same tension, the same problems. We have all the same language.
Do they hate having to go to that island? Do they ever say, "Oh, please, Ingmar, let's do a movie here near home and not fly out to that island again"?
No, not yet. We will see. Perhaps it happens one day. Yeah. We joke about that sometimes.
How is your temper? Do you ever blow up at an actor?
I try not to. Sometimes it happens, and I feel it as a fiasco. It is
nothing good comes from it.
No, it is only very, very bad to do that, because the actor is in the front of the camera or on the stage. He or she has all the big problems. If I blow up, if I scream or quarrel to him or to her, it is very unsuccessful.
But it has happened. What precipitates it?
Of course it has happened. You know, I have made 32 or 33. It had happened more earlier times.
Yeah.
Not now very much, because the whole job for a director is to create an atmosphere of complete security around the actor. So the actor must feel completely secure, and that's the whole thing.
Yeah. If a dictator took over in Sweden and said, you have to choose between the theater or movies,
Yes.
what would you do?
If a dictator took over in Sweden, I think I would not exist.
You would leave.
No.
But is
Because
one of them
the freedom, you know, the freedom under which we work is a basis. Nobody can come to me and say, do that or do that. Not at the theater, not in the film. I am my own master, and I want the actors and the technicians and the people around me to be equal, on the same. They have also to be their own masters. We have to create under feeling not afraid, feeling self-conscious, feeling in a way happy with our work. We must feel proud that we just do this thing, you know, this object, this thing of craftsmanship. That is all. That's.
When I spoke to Orson Welles, he said only once in his life did he have complete control of the kind that you insist on and have had in all through your career.
I think it would be absolutely, you know, it's absolutely impossible for me to have somebody who has nothing to do with the artistical work in my picture to interfere, to involve. If he tries, I ask him to go to hell.
Yes.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
So we.
And is that maybe?
But that is the difference is that the actors or the technicians or the cameramen, they all discuss. We all discuss what to do. We sit together and we discuss, and they say that this is not good, and couldn't we do it like this or something? That is different. We all the people who are involved have the right to say their honest opinion about what we do.
But if someone came to you and said, this movie won't make money unless you put so-and-so in it instead of someone else, you couldn't live that way.
I asked him to go very quickly out of the studio because perhaps I would blow up.
So if you did have to work in a country where it was that way, do you think you would have to give up
Yes.
movies and make some other form of expression?
I
do some other
don't.
kind of-
Yes, I don't know what I should do. It would be terrible.
Yeah. Gee. What are your views on psychiatry?
What did you say?
Psychiatry.
Yes, what is that? Yes, I know what is that. What do you mean?
Well, I mean by that, people
What are
constantly
use? What are
analyze
use of
your views on psychiatry.
My
You're-
views.
You're analyzed so often through your work. Would you object to being analyzed by a psychoanalyst?
I have been once in my life to psychiatrist. It is now about 15 years ago because I got restless legs, if you know what that is. When you lay down, the leg starts to...
Do you get that too?
Yes.
I
Have
get
you?
that all the time. My legs drive me crazy
It's
when
terrible.
I'm trying to go to sleep.
It's terrible. Have you had this in your...
I've had it many times. It's
Oh, we
just
can-
anxiety in the legs.
After
Yeah.
the show, we can talk a lot of it.
All right.
About it. I will tell you everything I know about it.
I would have thought a Swedish masseur would be the answer rather than a
Oh,
psychiatrist.
no. But I tried the psychiatrist,
Uh-huh.
and he was very polite and said, "Yes, Mr. Bergman, I've seen all the pictures, and I've been waiting for you." And we sit down, and he was very interested. We talked, and then I came back another time, and we talked. And the third time he said, "Mr. Bergman, I'm sorry, you are extremely healthy."
That was terrible news.
Yes, I have still my
You
restless
still have
legs.
anxious legs?
Yes.